As we enter a whole new day in trade, let's take a look at the global cues from last night and how Asia is performing this morning. Now, there's a lot happening with respect to global cues. Yesterday was very good market momentum witnessed in the USA. All your benchmarks rose. The Dow was up 230 points. 11 sectors of the S&P 500 index finished the day in positive territory. The S&P itself was up 1.61%, closing the day higher by 60 points. The Nasdaq was up 333 points or 2.55%. So very good market momentum. GameStop shares finally slid 30% after their meteoric rise, as there's been limits put by various broking platforms on how much of that stock can exactly be bought. But your Reddit traders and Robinhood traders have found a new victim in the market, silver, and that's where they're focusing. Silver shares were up 8% as Reddit traders loaded up. Their next strategy is to go after hedge funds that are shorting silver. So that portion of euphoria in the market's still very much alive. A big day for earnings today, though, and focus will shift away from all the euphoria towards concrete earnings. Pfizer, ExxonMobil, Amazon, and Alphabet will be reporting post-market. Investors are also currently still following the stimulus negotiations in Washington. We're waiting to hear the next round of what's expected there. So this morning, Dow futures are just about 20 points down, and the Nasdaq and S&P futures are hovering just above the flat line. Now, coming to our side of the world in Asia, stocks are higher on a holistic basis Tuesday morning. Nikkei is up 0.2% in Japan. Nintendo's up more than 2.3% after they've actually raised their earnings forecast. All gaming companies have been doing quite well, so not surprising. The Topix is up 0.43% in early trade. The Japanese government currently, however, is under a state of lockdown, which they're going to now be extending, we are told, till the 7th of March in order to curb the virus. So that's a negative trigger that could play out in the coming weeks. South Korean Kospi, however, up 0.75%. Australian S&P ASX 200 ahead of the interest rate decision, up 0.83%. European stocks closed higher yesterday. The Stoxx 600 was up 1.2% by market close. Your tech shares were up 2.4%. All sectors barring oil and gas did well in Europe yesterday. Oil prices were up 2% yesterday, following U.S. crude inventories, and a major snowstorm in the North American continent has actually increased the demand for oil. So Brent was up $1.22 at 56.26, and U.S. crude was 2.59% higher at 53.55. Both benchmarks have gained nearly 8% in January. Silver and gold, that's where the focus is. Silver price is up 8%, like we said, surging. Short squeezing institutions are on silver is the new Reddit play, and we do know now that they're a force to be reckoned with, Robinhood and Reddit traders. This is the largest one-day pop in silver on the NYMEX since 2013. The contracts traded 11% higher at $30.35 an ounce earlier in the day. iShares Silver Trust, which is a silver ETF that retail investors can easily buy, was up 8.1% yesterday, post being up 6% last week. The two silver mining stocks as well, so Core Mining and Pan American Silver, they surged 23 and 12% respectively yesterday. That's after already popping 16.9% and 15% on Friday. So silver is just seeing some insane momentum right now. Gold was down to around $1859.90 per ounce, so not too much action to